Okay. Yo, what's up, dough chasers? Tonight we're talking about credit building. We're talking about strategy. We're talking about myths. We're talking about it all. My name is Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches. And tonight we're talking about how to get your credit score this way. You see where I'm pointing? I'm pointing up, okay? So let me get some information really quick, and I'll be back with you very shortly. You good? You not? You're gonna enjoy these few moments, huh? All right. Okay, so I got my whiteboard here. Gonna be teaching. All right. We are talking about how to improve your credit score. Okay, so the other day I was talking about the 5 components to a credit score. Okay, yesterday actually. And the 5 components to a credit score, we have payment history, okay, this is 35% of your score. We have credit utilization. This is 30% of your credit score. Okay, that's the second component. We have length of history. This is 15% of your credit score. Fourth, we have file mix, 10%. Okay, and then lastly, we have inquiries. Okay, so this session, I won't really be answering too many questions. This is all about strategy, dispelling myths and information. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email, send me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, fix that here. Okay, so these are the 5 components of a credit score. And oftentimes people will tell you that, hey, you know, you really don't need to do too much to improve your credit. Just pay your bills on time and, you know, settle all of your collection accounts. Has anyone ever heard that before? You know, let me get some feedback. Have you heard, in order to improve your credit score, all you have to do is pay your bills and also pay your collections, okay? I see it all the time. And the thing about it is, if you take this advice, you can end up hurting yourself more than you actually help your credit, all right? And I'm going to share with you why, okay? So the lowest credit score you can have is a 300, okay? Under the FICO system, the lowest credit score you can have is a 300, all right? The highest credit score you can have is an 850, okay? So that means that there are 550 points, 550, that we actually have the power to control. We actually have the power to influence, okay? So when we look at each of these components, payment history being 35% of your credit score, when we multiply that by 550, that means we have 192.5 points that we can influence by paying our bills, okay? So if you have a poor credit score and all you did was pay your bills on time, okay? Let's say that you had a 300 and all you did was pay your bills on time, 192.5 points. What would your credit score be by doing so, okay? Let me get some feedback. Let me know if you understand what I'm talking about. A lot of people say that in order to improve your credit score, all you need to do is pay your bills, you know, pay your collections. You know, that's what they'll tell you. However, they're not doing the math behind it, okay? And what I want you to understand is that by doing this alone will not get you to the 700 club, okay? So we're looking at the lowest credit score you can have, 300. And if we were to pay our bills on time, but just do that alone, plus the 192.5 points, your credit score is only going to be 492 points. Okay, last time I checked, that's still a badass credit score. Okay, when I say badass, I don't mean like cool, great, spectacular. I mean like, dang, bro, your credit score suck. Okay, so by you just paying your bills on time is not going to get you to the 700 club. It's not going to improve your credit worthiness so that you can obtain new lines of credit. Okay, so one myth dispelled. Okay, let's say that you have collections on your credit report. Okay, and someone tells you, hey, just pay your bills on time and also settle all of your collection accounts. Okay, so think about this: payment history, 35% of your credit score, 192.5 points. When an account goes to collection, that's one of the worst derogatory accounts that you can have on your credit report. What the hell? All right, excuse me. That's one of the worst derogatory accounts you can have on your credit report. All right, and by you paying those collections, for one, that hurts your payment history. Okay, and then the collection company, what a lot of people don't understand is that a paid collection compared to an unpaid collection still has the same negative impact on your credit score. Okay, so if you were to pay your collections, that doesn't help your payment history at all. Okay, your credit score does not improve by paying your collection accounts. Okay, so when you are taking advice from people who don't know what the hell they're talking about, you end up shooting yourself in the foot because you're not actually strategically improving your credit. Okay, yes, paying your bills on time is important. Paying your bills on time is one of the necessary things that you have to do, but that's not it. Okay, and the reason collections don't help your credit is due to the fact that when you are adding trade lines to your credit report, and again, trade lines are just accounts that report payment history. When you add a trade line to your credit report, peep this up. A trade line, you're actually making an agreement with the creditor. And the agreement is, hey, the creditor is saying, hey, I'm going to give you this line of credit, okay? And over time, all I want you to do is make this minimum payment over time, okay? And if you do that, you're in good standing with us, okay? And because you never paid the account and the account went into collections, that means that you didn't follow the agreement, okay? And when a collection is added to your credit report, you don't have an agreement with them. You don't have a credit agreement with the collection account. That's why they can't report payment history, okay? So by that account being added to your credit report, one, it's a derogatory. It's going to hurt your payment history. And two, because you don't have an actual credit line with the collection company, they can't report your payment history. So by you paying that account, it will not positively impact your payment history. It's just going to show a paid status on your credit report. All right? Is that understandable? Now, in order for a collection account to actually improve your credit, you have to negotiate a deletion. Okay? We want that collection account removed from our credit report. If it's not removed from your credit report, it will not help your payment history. Okay? Is that understandable? Your writing is backwards. How is my writing is backwards? All right, so my writing is backwards on IG. Let me see. Or okay. I'm sorry, on Facebook. All right, my apologies. Is that better for you? Okay. Thank you, Jamel, for letting me know that. Kimberly, I apologize. Everybody was telling me that I'm writing backwards. Okay, everything is good now, okay? So if you're understanding this, let me know, okay? So basically, what I'm talking about is, the myth when it comes to improving your credit. All you have to do is pay your bills on time and pay and settle all of your collection accounts. Looking at the math here, understanding how collections work, and understanding how your payment history works, by you paying your bills on time, 192.5 points, plus the lowest credit score you can get, 300, that's only going to get you to a 492.5. That's still bad credit, okay? If you want to boost your credit score, you have to be more strategic, all right? So when we talk about strategy, we need to understand the other components of the credit score. Credit utilization is 30% of your credit score. 30% times 550 is 165 points. Length of history, 15 points, 15% times 550, what is that, 82 and a half? It's either 82 and a half or 87. I always forget. 82 and a half points, okay? Through you adding history alone. File mix 10%, that's 55 points. Inquiries, 55 points. Okay? So, if you want to improve your credit, what you need to do is influence each of these components positively, okay? By you adding payment history to your credit report, 192.5 points, credit utilization, 165 points. Let's see where that will get us. 492.5 plus 165. That'll get you a 657. Okay? So people who don't believe in credit cards, you're missing out on 165 points that you could be up by managing the credit card responsibly, okay? Now, if you're having a hard time getting credit cards, we have strategies on how you can get that, how you can get larger limits and all that good stuff. But as you can see, by you managing your credit utilization, that will add up to 165 points to your credit alone, okay? And if you were to add more history, 657 plus 82. That'll get you a 740, okay? All right? And then as you begin to influence these other components positively, you'll gain better credit. And the next thing you know, your credit score is at 850. Now, of course, you don't have to strive for 850. 740 is good by itself. The thing is, if you want to improve your credit, you have to strategically attack each of these components of your credit score. And if you can do that, you will see great increases on your credit, and your credit will go like this. It'll shoot straight to the sky, okay? So, again, my name is Jason White, CEO and founder of, damn, what the hell is this? CEO and founder of Witness Riches. And what we do is we help people get their finances in order and also improve the credit, okay? We provide credit repair services. A lot of you probably heard of the 700 Club Credit Repair. It's a done-for-you credit repair service. But one of the things that I want to share with the world is our new program, which is called Transcend Financial Academy. And in this academy, I go more in depth to share with you strategy and what you need to do to actually improve your credit. We share methods, tactics, strategy, solutions, dispute letters, all that good stuff is included in our academy. And if you are someone who wants help and you cannot afford our done-for-you service, which is $64.99 a month, if you can't afford that, I highly recommend that you enroll in Transcend Financial Academy today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever it is, whenever you're able to, do it, okay? Because we're gonna help you take your finances and your credit to the next level, all right? So if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, Instagram, click the link in my bio to get that information. And again, you can enroll in the academy and get more in this course, which is going to go more in depth about credit building this Friday. So make sure you watch out for that, okay? YouTube and Facebook, click the link associated to these videos in the description and also in the comment area. Learn more about Transcend Financial Academy. Get enrolled today. Or if you want the done-for-you credit repair service, give us a call, 419-824-0004, okay? Let me see if I have any questions. Any questions? Let me see. I missed all the questions, okay. How many credit cards do you need? Cyperiana? Miss Smith, I will be talking about that in a future video, either tomorrow or Thursday, okay? So make sure you stay engaged with the page, and I'll share with you that information on how many credit cards you need to really massively improve your payment history and your credit utilization, okay? So again, I want to keep this one short. If you're interested in learning more about Transcend Financial Academy, click the link associated to these videos. If you're on Instagram, click the link in my bio. Enroll today. Our services are very affordable, and get on the right track to improving your finances. Monica, if your payment history, where'd it go? Where did it go? Okay, there it is. If your payment history is jacked up, but you're making good payments now, how can you boost your score? Okay, so basically, you want to kind of offset the negative payments that you have. Okay, you want to, if you have a late payment added in the recent year, that means that you need to double it, 2 payments to try to offset that. Now the thing is, it's not going to offset overnight. However, with the more payment history that you add, the more you can dilute the negative payment history, and it won't have such an impact. And then also credit repair as well. Okay. Jamel, I have 2 cards with low limits. One is secured. It's very hard to stick to that 35 usage. So, you know, you have to make that sacrifice. You have to put that card away and really begin to work on lowering your balances that way. And really, you want your credit utilization to be under 30% of the limit, okay? But you got to really work on that. You got to make that sacrifice in order for that to happen. All right, so if you're interested in learning more about Transcend Financial Academy, click the link associated to these videos to learn more about that program so that you can get more strategy when it comes to credit building, more strategy when it comes to credit repair, more strategy when it comes to improving your finances, budgeting, restructuring your banking. We're going to be talking about business credit, how to start your first business, how to buy your first home. All that good stuff is going to be going down in the academy. So make sure you enroll today and be a part of this greatness, okay? So yeah, I pay them off every month. Jamel, you definitely want to make sure that you enroll in the academy and get the Credit Builder Secrets course, because I'm going to teach you about that as well, okay? Anyway, thank you all for your time. Your boy's out.